Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is for you, good day. Welcome to the Thursday night Space Marine 40k night. We haven't had the full crew here in a while. We are already here with Caramel Cactus
Hi, everybody.
and Stark King.
Get ready for Pandemic 2.0.
Pandemic 2.0.
That means I get to work home longer. I mean,
Yeah.
I got no complaints about that.
Neither do I.
And I'm trying to invite you guys, but my friend list is not popping up, and I don't know why.
I might have myself off too. Hold on.
Yeah, same. What Christ was it? Alt tab for Steam? Yeah, there we go. No, I'm online.
See, am I? Well, the thing is, like, my friend list, period, this was not popping up, and I don't know. Like, it's just completely blank. Like, even if I'm showing offline, it'll still. Great start for a stream, guys.
Are you signed in?
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to play online if I wasn't. Yeah, let me just back out of the game altogether. Let's see what's going on in my Steam.
Here, I thought Steam was only being a butt to me.
And I keep my ship today. I don't know what about you guys been doing. Damn.
Not being good at Steam, that's what.
And I'm logged in.
I can't wait for that Steam console to come out. Like, I'm actually legit gonna buy that shit.
More consoles, the last thing we need.
Hey, no,
I mean,
this is the end of a console
technically
war.
not really a well, kind of, but it kind of isn't.
It's the end of the consoles. Steam is about to railroad everybody.
Nah. Nah, they're not.
You don't agree? Watch.
No, I mean, I absolutely don't agree.
I don't really remember it. I'm so out of the gaming world these days, I just go with whatever.
As long as Sony and Nintendo have exclusives on the consoles, PC is not going to destroy the consoles. You're not going to be able to play Super Mario Galaxy on Steam. You're not going to be able to play any of the Dark Souls or Demon Souls games on Steam. Well, actually, no, some of the Demon Souls, well, Dark Souls is on Steam, but not Demon Souls. Like, a lot of the Sony exclusives are not on Steam.
Yeah, this is true.
And there's a lot of PC games that are not on Steam. There's a lot of Microsoft games that are not on Steam, but you can still get it on Windows Gaming, whatchamacallit. And my Steam is just messed up. It's on. Okay, I'm just gonna have to log out of my Steam altogether.
We are facing technical difficulties.
Yeah, we are.
Please stand
Hold
by.
right on. Until then, please appreciate financial advice with Stark King.
No, I'm not a financial advisor. No, that's just legal jargon that I have to spit out.
Just shout stonks at the screen until money appears.
No, actually, no. Right now, the market is doing something wonky. It's probably a good time to sell whatever you guys got.
No, I don't like
for AMC. It's for AMC.
I know crypto is. I don't know what's going on with crypto, but it is tanking.
Good. Take it, Dogecoin.
No, it's not just Dogecoin. Like everything.
Good.
Everything.
Like thankfully,
the only crypto should be Yetis and Loch Ness monsters.
I got out of Doge in time, so I used that money well and paid off some debt, and I'm good now.
Well, speaking of debt, I'm actually completely paid off my student loans.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Nice.
Yeah, this only took 12 years.
Yeah, mine took an embarrassingly long time too, but it's good.
Good job.
Now that credit card debt, on the other hand, we'll get back to that one. But student loans, congrats, man! When did you finish?
Like last month.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Now, Celia and I are looking into buying a house, so just going right back into debt.
A different kind of debt, though.
Debt is debt.
It's good debt.
What the hell did I just do here? I mean,
I'm gonna say here. I don't think we're able to buy a house in the market right now, but
yeah, houses are way too fucking expensive right now.
Okay, maybe to invite you to now.
Yeah, there we go. Alt tab.
So, speaking of Final Fantasy XIV in my streams,
Brandon.
Way to segue into that.
Well, like I ended up buying the game and the expansions, but Shaolin, Azareth, and Dracon, they're currently playing it on the free version, which is pretty much the entire original game plus the first expansion.
Is Dracon your older brother?
Younger. I'm the oldest out of the three.
Oh, that's right.
Dracon is the middle.
I keep thinking you're the middle child for some reason.
Dracon's the middle child.
And then as
He
the
looks
baby.
like the middle child. He looks like the middle child.
He does.
How?
He seems like he's malnourished.
Because I read that the other day where you're like, you hadn't all been together in such a long time, and I was like, who the hell is he playing with? That's you with your family. That's so fucking cute. I love that.
Well, we used to play EverQuest together. Like, we used to play all MMOs together. Like, EverQuest was the first one.
Aww.
Like, way back in the day. I got so many good stories on that, and horror stories. Then we moved on from EverQuest to Guild Wars. From Guild Wars to Final Fantasy XI.
The dark times.
I actually enjoyed Final Fantasy XI. It has its problems, okay? Even then, it had its problems. I am not going to pretend it didn't. But I still had fun with it. I forget what other game we played together, but then they moved on to WoW. I just couldn't get into WoW. Like, I tried, but I couldn't get into it. And now we're back to playing Final Fantasy again, but 14 this time. And unlike the free version of WoW, you can play like up to level 60.
Like, and what's the max level?
I think it's 80, but that's after like the second DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it. Like, you could play the entire original game, and then the first expansion, all the way through.
Oh.
So you just gotta buy it to get to the second and third expansion, and just come in a fourth expansion.
I think the classiest, like, this totally changed my mind about Final Fantasy IV. I'm not gonna fucking play it, of course, but changed my mind about it. But the director or whatever of the game is like, don't fucking like trash WoW because of us. Like, he's like, we wouldn't be here without that, blah blah blah.
Oh no, he admitted he's a big fan of WoW, and he took
yeah,
a lot of
I just like
inspiration
that is just classy, man. That is like so classy.
Like, I still love like the entire Reborn part of the game. I don't know, like, I might have said this to you before, but oh, by the way, guys, wait, where are you guys?
I'm running around up here by Stark.
All right.
I tried to figure out the.
All right.
Trying to figure out the.
Cover your eyes.
Again.
I had to fix my audio. I could barely hear you guys because of all the audio stuff that was going on. But I can hear you now.
Okay.
Perfectly.
Okay, so I might have said this to Starking before, but Caramel, you know, like when the game originally came out, like what, 10 years ago, it was terrible.
I remember that, and then they had to like remake it because it was so bad.
Yeah, Square Enix apologized for how bad it was. And what they did is they had a Cataclysm event, or a Calamity event, I think it's called, where they had a special event for all the players that are still playing the game. It's like, hey, there's going to be this huge invasion. The Empire is going to show up. All these giant monsters are going to show up. It's you got to defend the world. And like everybody's got together, and there's like this world-ending event. And in the event, Bahamut breaks out of the moon, because apparently the moon was his prison.
I love that.
They played a giant cutscene that had Bahamut blowing up the world, just blasting the crap out of everybody. And they made.
I'm sorry. Are you saying Muhammad? I'm like, when you said that, I
Bahamut,
like
the
I went
dragon.
somewhere else.
No.
Bahamut.
Bahamut.
Bahamut. He's like a big dragon.
Bahamut.
Bahamut. Oh my god, that's
even in
amazing.
D&D, Bahamut's a dragon.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was just a Final Fantasy thing.
Yeah, he's the god of the dragons. Or the god of the good dragons.
He's like the slowest. Wait. Oh, actually, wait. That's Dragonlance, because the god of the good dragons is Paladine, or Fizzban, or whatever the fuck. But either way,
But anyway,
he's like the coolest summon in 7, by far.
Yeah, so he comes down and like he's shooting a giant laser blast. He's blasting everything to hell. And then there's this big dramatic cutscene playing. And all the players in the game are watching this cutscene play as the entire world's getting destroyed. Then there's Elven Gandalf, like wizard, tries to cast a spell to protect everybody, but it's just too strong. He can't take out Bahamut. So he kind of teleports them away. And then after that, bam, server shut down. The world
That's
the world
fucking
is destroyed. When they re-released it in The Realm Reborn, they made that part of the lore. The Calamity, they showed the same cutscene except they added some dialogue to it. And they made that part of the lore. So now you're playing in a world where everybody knows the world was destroyed 5 years ago, but nobody could really remember exactly what happened. But they know that it did happen. So they made it part of the story.
See, that's fucking awesome, and I love how like intertwined that is that their game sucked, and then they destroyed it with a cataclysm and made it better. Meanwhile, for Warcraft, the end point for the game, a lot of us agree, is the expansion called Cataclysm, where everything started to suck super hardcore during and after. Funny how that works.
Yep, and yeah, like the guy who's running the game, like he keeps getting asked in interviews, like, so are you gonna have a classic version like WoW has classic? And every time they ask him, like he just puts his head in his hands, like almost weeping, and then he just says like, the pain, the pain.
You've watched all the JoJo stuff before, like all the seasons of JoJo, right, Coco?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, I actually like the last ones too. I know you hate them, and you're entirely valid in your hatred of them. They're bad.
I like the first 2 seasons. It's like after the stands started coming out, I just thought like, okay, even this is too much. Cover your eyes.
As I've already played it, I loved the stands. They're stupid. Let's be clear here. It's bad, but I loved the stands. Anyways, I saw someone with a Twitter banner from a JoJo scene where it's like Joseph Joestar at the airport. He's raising his hands to the sky and screaming, "I'll never forgive the Japanese." So I just think of that every time
I
with
remember
you.
That. Okay, he's like the only best part. Oh, he is the best part of the later seasons.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question.
Oh my god!
And he's like some adulterer.
Unpopular opinion, I don't watch JoJo because I hate the art style. Sorry.
It's bad, but it's such an entertaining show. It's like, it's the WWE of anime. It's so stupid and over the top.
Oh yeah, like the entire point of it is to be over the top ridiculous.
Like, and they just lean further and further into it until you swear that they're gonna break. Like how hard they're leaning. Like, it's so stupid. And like the whole big thing is just monologue after monologue of how stupid everything is.
And like, okay, and slight spoiler. There's this scene where a guy does this flying butterfly kick. Like he does a splits and he tries to crush another guy's head by slamming his feet against the sides of his head. The guy blocks the kicks. And like his power is like he could like take all the heat away from the air so he could freeze stuff. So he frees the guy's legs. The ice goes all the way up to his neck. Freezes his entire body, shatters his body so the head falls down. The guy's head is still alive and he had like a rose in his mouth, so he spits the rose out from his mouth to pierce the guy in the eye.
I remember that scene.
Fatality?
It was so, like that show is just so fucking phenomenal in every way. Like it, like, and they'll have a thing where they'll like be flying to do a kick and they're like an inch away from there, and then they'll have a monologue. He's like, "Oh no, my kick is going to fly towards the head, but if it hits this distance, he'll die. If, however, it blocks me," and like a minute of monologue while it's like flying at this dude. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
And the best character is okay. I can't believe I forgot his name.
Speedwagon.
Speedwagon, yes. Okay, so
I knew it. I knew you liked him best of all.
Okay, the thing is, like the monologuing doesn't really pick up until Speedwagon shows up in the first season, where he is literally doing like WWE narration of everything that's going on while it's happening.
Literally everything.
Like he doesn't have any powers. He's just a regular guy who's just there at the time, and he's just doing exposition while people are fighting.
Oh no! Mr. Joestar has been punched!
It's like, oh no, like, he's been punched in the gut and the fists went into his body, but he has clenched his muscles so tight he's now holding the enemy with his abdominal muscles.
One of my friends and I came up with that idea. One day we'll fucking do it, like make like a little comic about that, like if Speedwagon was like a real thing in real life.
Cover your eyes.
Like,
Well, I mean, it kind of seems like they kind of did kind of copy it from actually pro wrestling, because in Japan, pro wrestling is pretty big.
Would not be surprised if they did. Totally wouldn't be surprised. It's so stupid. But like, just like everything, like, just like pouring a bowl of cereal. Oh, you can't have cereal without milk. Just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, it'd be like,
Speedwagon, shut up.
it's like, at first it looked like he was going to eat the cereal dry, but now he's slowly pouring the milk. But he's only going halfway up towards the bowl. He's not completely filling it up. I could see the cereal's already getting a little bit soggy, but the top is crunchy. Maybe that's the way he likes it.
The spoon has now entered the milk. Because the spoon is in the milk, now it can scoop up cereal. However, the ratio of milk to cereal could be balanced, and you have to put the spoon back in.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, that's not even an exaggeration. That's literally how it is.
And it's
I
awesome.
really want to fucking watch that show again now.
Yeah, I just could not get into it because of the art style. I'm like, oh, it's hurting my eyes.
Entirely fair. It gets so much worse in later seasons where they have like fucking canister shoulders or something. Like, it's fucking weird.
Because like when they started doing the entire stance thing, it's like it was really annoying because they started going like Saturday morning cartoonish with the stories, where it's like before it was like one long congruent story, and like they had the one end goal they had to go to, but in that other season when they started doing the stands, it's like every week there was like a villain of the week. It's like this week's episode of JoJo, like they fight a woman who has like Sandman powers. And this week in JoJo, they're on a boat and they're fighting somebody who has a shark. Cover your eyes.
No! Why? Jesus.
Oh god, that show is fantastic. I wonder if they're gonna make any more if that's it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And in case, it's pretty obvious, but in case you didn't know, because I didn't know who the fuck they were at first, the Christ, what are they? The custodians in TTS are based on JoJo.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, those are the best characters by far, the Pillar Men. Oh, they're so fucking phenomenal. You're fighting that goddamn.
Yeah, but he keeps missing. I did more damage to myself than he could have. Come on, guys. What's up with this? Get on my level.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that you have a death though, so that like takes away half your points.
Yeah, and it's still more than what you got.
Oh god damn it, you're right. That's not fair. I think I try to conserve ammo too much and go for too many melee kills.
Just stomping.
Oh, Caramel plays tactical.
I kind of feel that role in like every single fucking thing, like every D&D campaign, every game, where I'm just like, someone's got to be the calm one.
A shot caller?
Like basically, like in our fucking mercenary campaign in that Coco runs for D&D, like Jesus Christ, everyone's such murderous, like loners.
Murder hobos.
They are murder hobos.
Okay.
Like, never forget that. I'm like desperately trying to keep the party together. I'm like, I'm gonna go search for treasure. I'm like, god damn it.
He's like, alright, you see the doors you're meant to rescue. I shoot an arrow at one of them. He's like, what? Why? To interrogate him.
I had a bad experience with dwarves once. You're never gonna forget that.
Cover your eyes.
Oh wow.
You son of a bitch.
Whoop. Stop chasing me.
Charge.
Boop. There we go.
My god, how much life does that guy have left? Jesus. I'm very much looking forward to when Rin is available again, because I'm dying to get back in on Strahd.
Alright, Stomp Party. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be able to play this Sunday, but she might be able to play next.
This Sunday I'm free. Next Sunday I actually don't think I will be because a friend should be coming in from out of town. Well, a friend of a friend, but I'm gonna be hanging out with him anyways.
Maybe you can invite him to the group.
Oh, there's no fucking way he'd play D&D ever.
Why is that?
I don't want to make him sound like an asshole, but he's a nerd, but that's far too nerdy for him, and he'd probably think like, yeah.
Well, wouldn't hurt to ask.
Oh no, I tell him that I play D&D, and then he's just like, why?
Well, ask.
I like how you answer that.
I'm like, huh? I think Coco has an ulterior motive. He wants to get his ass kicked.
Coco just does that about everything. He's
Cover
like,
your
oh,
eyes.
you don't know unless you get specific information. Damn shooter boys, dude.
I mean, well, the
Aim.
thing is like you give up before you try. That's the problem.
All the time.
Cover your eyes.
And then I'm frequently wrong about that, and you are frequently right, but that's my superpower.
We just died. I just saw someone get
There
wrecked.
was an orc laying on the floor, and he sat up just as I shot my plasma blast and killed myself.
Okay,
The only thing that could kill me is me. All right.
looks like you donated plasma.
No, it was a plasma blast that I shot. I'm not giving this to you now.
That was clever. You gotta give me that. It was clever.
Satisfaction with that. No.
It was clever. The misogyny here, not giving a woman something she wants, and even worse, a trans woman. So that's double misogyny.
Nope. You just gotta burn it.
Quadruple.
No,
If it's meant to torture you specifically, then yes.
no.
Yes.
Did you
yes.
just
You
say?
see, I'm giving you equality. I'm not giving you anything. You have to
What?
earn it.
I just said. Did you just say men?
No, I said if it's enough to torture you specifically, I'll do it.
Okay, that's fair.
I never said gender specific. I said you, meaning you person.
So you as a
Singular.
female lamb. Okay, I accept this. I will SJW to death. Don't you worry. I will find a way to make some offensive.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just ignore you. Just
Yeah,
as
me
you know,
too.
any SJW should be treated.
Yeah, right. You
Cover
are
your eyes.
absolutely correct.
Damn it.
Oh shit!
What the fuck? What is going on? I'm like,
I was like the only one on the point, and I got blasted by the knob shooter.
Yeah, I'm getting wrecked. That's I had to run. Oh!
No, they heard
For
your
some
SJW
reason, we
pop.
usually seem to fail on this map.
oh, come on.
You know,
Where is this other guy?
You know, I'm just gonna throw this up. I think you're just really out of practice, Cameron.
Oh, there's no question. There's absolutely no
Because
question.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, but Starking and I, we've been playing this as us two. We've been fine on this map. On this.
Oh
Right.
my god, how did...
Oh no, we usually pass it. But I mean, there's usually like once where we get wrecked on it, and it's like,
Cover your
what
eyes.
the fuck happened? Oh, there's absolutely no question I'm out of practice. And point captured. You're welcome.
Yeah, I was on it.
Oh,
Didn't-
goddammit. Okay, fine.
Hey, you don't take the credit.
Oh.
It was Coco. It was
Yeah,
Coco.
I earn it.
Women just need to work harder. Blizzard said so.
Whoa.
That's what they.
Why
That's
would you-
literally their defense.
That's misogyny. They should work as equal as us.
I mean, is it misogyny or is it just facts? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Well, no, the big thing is that like
I mean,
we're in a merit-based pro. Like you can't prove misogyny with that one, so that's why I don't ever touch it with the 20-foot pole. But it's just kind of funny. They're just like, yeah, we pay based on merit, and it's just like, ooh, okay, Bobby Kotick, you should probably rephrase that.
Well, what is merit based? Like, yeah, I mean, it's really hard to prove exactly like what is merit based off of.
Exactly. So that's why it's like I don't envy him that position because how can you say that? Like, it's gonna look really bad.
And you know, and the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure, like, he's the top guy. He's like on the highest floor of the building. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna throw this out there. He probably has no idea what the hell's going on.
Oh, no fucking quote.
He
no.
probably doesn't even know like what like he knows of the game WoW, but he probably thinks it's a puzzle game. I don't know. Like,
He makes way too much fucking money to give a shit about what it does.
he's like, wow, is that the
wouldn't
card?
you know?
That's-
Wouldn't you have to know your product though?
Nope.
I
no,
mean,
no, you just have to be able to sell it.
You have to be. All you need to know is how to get shareholders' money, and after you get shareholders' money, you get stock buybacks.
Yeah. WoW? That's the card game, right? Yeah, I know all about the WoWs.
That's the card game. Like, I try not to watch too much Jim Sterling because, like, they're so fucking toxic about it, but they're not wrong. But at the same time, it's just like, god damn.
Honestly,
It's almost depressing.
Like, I used to love Jim Sterling. Like, I stopped watching her videos. But no, you're right. Like, incredibly, like, okay. I used to be on the boat with a lot of what Jim was saying, but I think Jim has gone really, really, like, far hyperbole to one side.
Agreed.
That, like, some of the points, I think Jim was called Stephanie. I forget what it is.
The name is Stephanie, but the brand is Jim.
Yeah, I know the brand is okay. Yeah, so we'll just stick with Jim for now.
Jim is just the brand. So like, yeah, who fucking cares? It's like
okay. So, like Jim, like he'll make a point, but then he throws out a really big blanket statement. And
yep, like capitalism
and I have noticed a lot of and I hate saying this because a lot of people kind of throw this word out there without really knowing what it is. Hypocrisy. Like, remember there was that argument, everything in games is politics, or there are no politics in the games, or that argument going back and forth. Like, Jim has always, like, been on the side, like, everything could be political. And, well, but then when people started talking about a game that he liked, what was that one terrible game? It's like a guilty pleasure a lot of people have. The detective. Like
Purple Rain, Heavy Rain.
Not Heavy Rain. It was like a lot like Twin Peaks. Like it was based on the Twin Peaks show.
I don't know that.
But anyway, like it was like a game that was so bad it was kind of fun. When they made a sequel to that game, like there was like a trans character in there, and the developer didn't do the character well. Like, not maliciously, like, he legitimately was ignorant on what, the translation with it. But anyway, a lot of people are going, like, with, talking about politics. Jim completely turned his arguments around with this political take. Was like, yes, it's maybe political, but it's not based off of social politics. Like, he went like really deep into the minutia of what political things could be in games, and how even things could have like a general, broad, blah 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 political thing. It's not current politics; doesn't have to be. So, he's talking about context and the minutia of everything. And it's like, okay, yeah, he's right. But when it comes to any other game, he's like, nope, it's all about politics. It's all about Trump. Purple hair bad.
That's fucking frustrating. Like, it's like, oh, here's an issue I care deeply about. Let's look at it from a critical standpoint and be fair on both sides. Everyone else, nope, fuck you.
Yeah, like he's
no one wants to see the other side.
Yeah, like I think he used to be fair. Like a few years ago, he tried to take things, like looking at things on both sides, but he got into the point where he's built up so much anger with a lot of companies that he just blanket hates all of them. They're all bad. It's all because of this. And he doesn't even think about both sides anymore.
That's kind of what got me in the last video that they put up. That was a sort of. It was like a memorandum on the Blizzard lawsuit, but just Activision Blizzard in the first place. It was so fucking hateful, and it should be, but basically like, I don't really like games anymore. I don't like this industry. I don't like anything about it. And I'm just like, then why are you talking about it? Like,
stay relevant. It's just to stay relevant. It's like, you need to stay relevant with things you know.
That's fair. Okay, I can see that actually.
Well, and here's a weird thing about Sterling. Is she's lost a ton of subscribers the past few months. Like a ton of them.
Not surprised.
Now, she is using the argument that it's because she recently came out.
I would think that would gain more, because I was fucking overjoyed when they did. I was just like, yes!
Like, here's the thing, like, Jim came out, and the way I was thinking about it was, is this a surprise? Like,
Yeah.
I was only surprised it didn't happen sooner. It's like, who didn't see this coming?
I didn't know Jim long enough to be surprised by it, so it was a surprise to me.
It's like, I've been watching Jim's videos for years, and it's like, come on, guys.
Oh god, I
Seriously?
suck.
Get up on my level
Jeez.
here.
Did I get 3 deaths?
I fucking suck.
One of both of you, like,
Wow.
let's say, I got the shitty kill count though, so yeesh, I'm bad. But I'm still alive.
Alright, so yeah, that's, like, Jim's playing on that, but a lot of people are saying, like, no, it's because your videos have been extremely toxic.
They are very fucking toxic. I don't look forward to watching them anymore.
Honestly, that's why I stopped watching.
I mean, okay, that's one topic that I actually want to touch on this. Toxicity.
Yep.
What? All of a sudden, toxicity just became all mainstream. I mean, how the hell did that happen? I
What do
mean,
you mean?
these are okay. I guess I guess I want to say, yeah, I've been sheltered to a lot of stuff, but I never experienced like toxicity to the level that's now been in the forefront of stuff. Like, everything has to be put on video and everything is being captured, and the toxicity that's being displayed is just rampant. I mean, it's become, I don't want to say norm, but it's become more visible.
I
Do you
think,
understand what I get?
oh,
I'm
no,
getting,
no, yeah,
I think so, yes.
You notice it a lot more.
yes.
I think, and this is just an assumption. Okay. With the way, like, people are at home a lot more, you know, the past 2 years now.
Right.
And I think a lot of people have been online a lot more often, and you're not outside anymore. So your only connection to the outside world is social media, Twitter, you know, Twitch,
TikTok,
or
all that.
whatever online news sites you go to.
Right,
So I think people are chaining themselves like in their own bubble. Like, what do you call it?
Echo chamber.
Yeah, echo chamber. So you're in an echo chamber, so you think like everything you believe is the right thing, and anybody that disagrees with you is the wrong thing. And you're in an echo chamber where everybody believes what you believe and hates what, you know, you don't believe. So you get a
I
groups of
actually
people.
really agree with that. That sounds really good.
Yeah,
That actually does make sense.
yeah. So like people are losing connections with everybody else. So like no, like what could have been a reasonable discussion, or a topic for reasonable discussion in the past, has just been, no, I'm right and you're Hitler.
That's the what I'm talking about. The total, like, I guess the extreme point that gets to now, that everything doesn't have like a middle ground. It's just the extremes of both ends, and then that's where the toxicity comes. And like, holy fuck, like, what the fuck, like.
It's also that's really hard to like A, listen, and B, to like cram a good point into a comment. So like like everyone trying
Yeah.
to get like a good zinger against one another, and that's basically it. Like the you're Hitler, that's perfect.
I mean, when we're limited to 150 characters, I mean, holy shit.
Like I had recently a friend of mine on Twitter made I'm not gonna defend it, a really poor taste joke. Like it wasn't awful, but it was just like, ooh, that was probably pretty stupid.
It's a dark joke.
Exactly. And so then someone called him on it, and then that person had a pretty big audience, and more people kept calling him on it, and then he apologized for it. And he's like, hey, I'm sorry, this was stupid. I get it. I'm sorry. But just would not let up. And so just like absolutely dragging him through the mud. And I felt like I was pretty much the only person defending him. And at one point he's like, hey, this is fucking bullying right now. I'm a victim of it myself. Stop it. And so then other people are like, oh, you think that's bullying? Well, we'll show you.
And there it is. And that's what I'm talking about, that it goes to an extreme.
And so I've specifically said, I'm like, are you advocating for bullying?
It
As a
seems like
thing
I think that's like a new thing that people should be bullied. I'm like, wait a second, I thought we were against bullying, and we're using the same tactic to get our own way?
Well,
I really thought we were better than that, but I guess not.
Yeah, it goes back to the echo
Exactly.
chambers. It's not good to bully people in your own echo chamber. But if they're out of your echo chamber, go ahead and bully.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
And,
dox
like,
them. Go ahead and attack their families.
that I had like me and one other friend like going to defending, and like I thought we were like legitimately like level-headed and calm, like, hey, this is textbook bullying, what you're doing right now. Bullying to stop bullying. What you perceive is not gonna work. And so then like they just started like throwing us under the bus, and then I'm just like, oh fuck this, man. So I just started blocking accounts. And so my friend who didn't block them is like sending me screenshots of the shit that they were saying about me and other things. Just like, oh man, this is a great day. Like, we did so much hard work today. I'm like, no, you fucking didn't. Like, they legitimately proud of calling me an asshole, and the absolute cream on crop, they call me transphobic. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, me?
Yeah, that's
You just hate your own kind.
Exactly, it's like, you're a trans woman, you are transphobic. I'm like, I never said anything about trans. Where'd that fucking come from?
they always go for the extreme, and that's been becoming a norm. Which I'm like, hell, how do you defend against that?
You don't.
I mean,
The only way he defended was he closed his Twitter and went offline. They won.
I guess the whole thing is either get canceled or keep fighting. That's what the two options.
No, don't
that we
apologize.
give it.
That's the thing. You just don't apologize.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
I hate to say it, but Trump is right. Don't apologize.
Well, it's not just a like. Don't bring up because it's not just a Trump thing. It's
Well, no,
like-
I know, but I mean that's his literal MO. I'm not trying to make this a political thing. Well,
Oh, yeah, it's like, you know,
just the
Yeah, people like for years people say, yeah, just don't apologize because it's never going to be enough.
like,
And
it's-
there's also like people in echo chambers. This is for all echo chambers. It's like, there's a term called eat their own. Because when you're in an echo chamber, like, you know, you believe you make the rules, but your rules tend to change based, you know, week to week. It changes.
Yeah.
And if you don't
That is true.
adjust week to week, then you're thrown out of that echo chamber. You're the enemy again.
Yep. The best way I found, and what I advised him to do, and he didn't take my advice, which is fine, is just don't say anything.
What?
What the hell happened?
We didn't finish taking the last point.
Oh, damn it. Okay, that's...
I tried to get on my level, guys. Look at that. I tried to end over there, but I was too late.
Now let me try it, sure.
Yeah.
But no, like, it's legitimately, it's like, I told him, I'm like, in a week, no one's gonna remember any of this shit. Just because people don't know what's going on, they don't care, whatever, they're just doing this to score points with their own tribe. Like, you can't be mad, you have to
Oh.
be so outraged, like, you have to be more outraged than the last person. Like, you can't say this sucks, you have to be, this sucks so hard that I'm going to, like, save the rainforest myself. Like, you have to out aggro everybody. It's fucking stupid.
I hate the culture that's being created right now. I really do.
It's just anger sells. Like, no, positive news doesn't sell. If 10 people are saved from a burning building, whatever. But if 10 people die in it, that's gonna sell a hell of a lot more.
See, I learned just to not give people the reaction they're looking for.
Yep. Like, any article that ends with a question mark, don't click on it. Just don't. Like, is Star King actually the richest man on the planet? Don't click on it.
Well, people only read headlines. I don't read articles. I remember back when, like during the entire like Hunter Biden thing,
God, that was
And-
such a stupid time.
and there was like, was it an administrative? What would it? Like, was it an administrative discharge or was it a dishonorable discharge? Like, if you're not in the military or just not familiar with the military, you wouldn't know. Like, there's a huge difference between the two.
Dishonorable is like you did something to get kicked out, and administrative is like, yeah, you're done. Right.
Dishonorable is you did something the worst, like amongst the worst possible thing you could possibly do in the military. Like if it was like akin to breaking the law, like a citizen breaking the law, it's like rape. You murdered somebody. like you did a hit and run, like you did something tremendously horrible. Not just, oh, like you're a terrible soldier. No, you did something really bad. An administrative discharge, it's not really a big deal. And it's often done before you're even in boot camp, which is what supposedly happened to Hunter. I say supposedly because I don't know the full story. And I remember people on Twitter, you know, we're going back and forth on this. I kind of mentioned like I tried to do research. Like, okay, I couldn't, and I put out on somebody's tweet. It's like I keep looking, but I can't find anything that definitively says, you know, dishonorable discharge. Somebody sent me out a link, and he was very smug about it. He's like, "Yeah, here's the link. Can you read?" So I was like, "Okay, yeah, I can read. Let me take a look." The title said, you know, Hunter Biden says honorable discharge. But when you read the article, it specifically says administrative discharge. The article contradicted the title. In fact, nowhere in the article did they mention dishonorable discharge. They only ever say administrative discharge. Dishonorable is only in the title. So it's like, yes, I did read it. Did you read it? But nobody there read the tweet. They only, or read the article. They only read the title. Because they were all on like, oh no, this article says, no, it's dishonorable. It's like, that's not what the article says. The title is lying to you.
Like arguments adjacent to that with Cop Cart all the fucking time. All the time. Like, either A, he's the victim of it himself, or B, he's showing me people who would normally be on my side who are victims of it themselves and showing me how stupid they are for being victims of it. I'm just like, just stop, man. Please, just stop. I don't fucking care. I don't want to talk about that shit. Just stop. Like, you guys I'm fine to talk with it about because we're all so cynical.
Well, yeah, we just don't care.
Exactly, it's just like, whatever, I don't fucking care.
Well, our own echo chamber has broken windows.
Dude, that's profound, man. I love that. I like that a lot. I really do. That's awesome.
It's also the reason why I don't block anybody. It's like on mines, there's especially lately, it's like I don't know what the hell happened. Like when there was that big surge, people moving from Twitter going to mines. It's like there was a lot of people doing a lot of political posts. Then the OG people on mines were getting pissed off, like, guys, stop this. This is getting annoying. And it calmed down a bit. But now there's a big surge of it again. And I'm purposely not blocking anybody because I don't want to be an echo chamber. I want to see, like, how do other people think? Why do people think this way? Because if I keep it like in my own little corner and assume everybody's always wrong and dumb, then I'm just gonna put myself in my own echo chamber.
But see, I guess, I think that's kind of on a double-edged sword on our part, because yes, we do listen to all sides, but then again we're like, why the fuck do we listen? It's like sometimes some stuff they say are fucking idiotic. I'm like, why?
I know. I do agree that like, I do look at a lot of the things and just think like, wow, that's really stupid. But the reason I try to look at it is because I want to know why are they putting this here.
Right.
Yeah, why? It's like I don't think anybody woke up. It's like, you know what? I'm going to think of really stupid things and think like vaccines make me magnetic.
Oh shit! I'm the last one. Oh fuck.
I'm back. You know, like,
right.
I want to know, like, why do people believe this? There has to be a reason.
Generally, I'm the same, but not as patient as you.
It's like I have 2 younger brothers. I've babysitted my nieces and nephews. I've learned to be patient. And I've been in a car ride with both my parents for hours. My God, if you want to know stress, you want to know pain. Go on a road trip with my mom and my dad.
And you have a valid point, but you're talking about children. I mean, we're speaking about grown ass adults.
I don't see a difference in this point.
I mean,
you've seen what they're saying. I think it's the same mentality. Difference is one could vote, the other can't.
Yep.
I don't know if that helps, but like I said,
I was laughing too hard and I got distracted and died.
No, but like I said, yeah, it's just patience. Like, my God. Okay, you want to know why it's so stressful just being on a road with my parents?
I do. I'm 100% here for this story.
Okay, well, one thing, they always argue. And I don't mean, like, you know, there's no hyperbole here. Like, they always argue. I don't think they can be together without arguing. I think they are legitimately have a happy marriage through arguing.
I actually know a couple like that where you swear to God that they want to kill each other, but no, man, they do.
Oh wow, this was a
love it.
mistake. This was a mistake. God, I'm down. Okay, so when they came to visit, and I was taking them to the Grand Canyon. Well, my dad was driving. I'm on some backseat. It's like, you know the get on my level, guys. Seriously, you know what's that joke? Like, are we there yet? Kind of thing. Like the kids always being annoying. Well, my mom wasn't saying, "Are we there yet?" But she was finding other ways to be aggravated. And then my dad doesn't help because he's arguing, then she's arguing, and of course my mom she just got a GPS on her phone, so she knows exactly where we gotta go.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
So it's like, okay, like we stop at the gas station. They said we gotta go. No, but the GPS says we gotta go here. Like the signs are pointing this way. No, but the GPS says we gotta go over here. Okay, mom. This, I don't care anymore. You guys, I'm just gonna take a nap in the seat over here. And have you ever been to the Grand Canyon? That's like a 4 to 5 hour drive.
Oh, it's torture. It really is.
And even
Like,
even on my way back, it's like I'm trying to guide my parents back to my apartment. And of course, my mom brings out the GPS. She's like, "Oh, it's like, oh no, Coco, we GPS says we gotta go this way." It's like, "Mom, I know where we're going. You gotta go down this road." "No, but the GPS says we gotta go this way." "Mom, I can see my apartment from here. But the GPS says we gotta." "Mom, we're sitting in my apartment right now."
Yeah, wait, GPS, we're sitting in my apartment. Oh, okay, your mom and like Mrs. Caramel are exactly the same fucking way. Like, I am feverishly distrustful of GPS, just on principle. But like, it's my only skill is navigating. I suck at everything else.
But you know, she got this brand new, sophisticated, modern device on her phone, and she figured out how to use it. So now she's the expert navigator, and she's gonna make sure she stays that.
My crowning achievement, though, I forget where it was. It doesn't matter where it was in the city, but it was some like industrial district that we're going around. And so then the GPS is like, turn right at this street. And I'm like, okay, we're not supposed to do that, but I'm gonna do it. So we turn right, and then it takes us down some little right. It's like, turn left up ahead. I'm like, okay, that's leading us further off, but we do it. And basically, it started leading us in a circle, literally around the same building over and over. And I'm just like looking at it whenever I can, just driving in a circle around the spin. I'm like, oh, good job, GPS. So this is great. Oh, it was glorious. I felt like a huge bitch for laughing so much, but I felt so validated at the same time. She's like, I got it. Oh, that was.
I only use GPS when I don't know my way around. Like when I went to Las Vegas, I needed GPS because I don't know how to get myself around. But as soon as I got I knew where to go, I didn't need it anymore.
Well, that's totally fair. Like, GPS is ultimately a good thing. Like, because how shitty that must have been back in the day where you had to go up to like farmers and like, no, just go out the orange groves and you can't miss it. But now it's just like, fuck you. Like, I don't have to talk to anybody. GPS.
Yeah, the farmers are like, oh, look, another tourist. Let's see how we can fuck with this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Get on my level, sir.
Cover your eyes. They throw a flashbang at you.
Oh, it's so freaking good. Oh. There. Get.
Stop and pointing.
Oh my God! Why are they shooting all over like now? God. Ah! Cover! I need cover.
I know where you're at. I'm on the point.
Use the GPS to find it.
That was easy.
Yeah. First try.
Damn it.
Nope, wait.
Squeaks.
Nope, we've been quiet for too long. We need to say something. 7-second rule.
It's 7-second rule.
Dead air. We can't have dead air.
Alright, what have I been dying to ask you guys about? Oh, let's see. So how's about that Delta variant?
If they get out of control.
Hey, it's gonna let me stay working at home for a little while longer, so
Yep.
whatever.
Okay in my book. Do you think it's gonna be like shutdown worthy?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't care.
Caring and knowing are two different things.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's like I don't know anything about it. I don't know what to believe. I just know that I'm at home, working at home. So, yeah. I know
Bless
enough
the
to know that I don't
simplicity
know
of this
enough.
life.
And I'm not going to pretend I know anything.
Bless that simplicity. I love it so much.
I think that's a big problem. Like, people think they know more than they do.
Oh, I agree. It's like, oh, what's this doctor think he knows? Like, probably more than you.
It's like,
I think it's gonna get worse. The way it's going, especially with the unvaccinated. Oh man, it could mutate again.
I'd say not even just that, just the sheer fact of everyone treating it like it never happened. I'm like, no, we're not out of the woods yet. Stop it.
do we have anybody in the point?
Points captured.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep. I've been paying extra attention to that.
Took a different tactic.
Tactics. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, grenade!
Christ. Let me have that grenade, you son of a bitch. There we go.
So, Caramel, if you were ever interested in Final Fantasy XIV stream,
No?
this,
Oh, streams, probably. Yeah, I'd listen in because it's funny.
well, the way we've been doing the streams is, and you could blame Shaolin for this, is we're all making cat people.
Actually, wait, no, as long as it's not those little lolly characters, that's fine.
No,
Ollie!
They're
the-
lolly.
the Lalafels. And
Even
I
and the thing is, like, I wouldn't even call them lolly either, because like the design is they're too much like pears. They look like pears with onion heads.
that is dangerously close to what it should be, but I agree that's fair.
And
That's a more
and
fair
really,
description.
and if you think anything wrong with that, that's your fault.
It absolutely is my fault.
Oh yeah, because I remember when I first played 14, like 2 years ago, I was like, okay, I'm gonna let chat decide what my character is. And Majora is in there, and then once she saw the Lalafell, I could practically hear the squeal from her text.
God damn it.
It's like, ah, it's so cute! Oh my god, it's so cute!
The
Like,
problem is, like...
Amateur, don't do
people-
this to me. No, you're playing Lalafell! Okay, I guess I'm playing Lalafell.
God damn it.
And the thing is, like, with Final Fantasy 11, Shaolin, she loved playing the Taru, which was the Lalafell that game. And she played it because she thought it was cute. A lot of people just think they're just adorable little cute things.
And that's entirely fair. The problem is when
It's
you
just
get
people
the
like
circles.
you are the problem. You know, turn it into a bad thing.
Yes! When you work in my profession and people ask you to make smut of them, you're just like, oh god, how do I fucking navigate this one?
Well,
So
Exactly.
wait, do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
really
you-
draw
you-
that? Like,
I don't, because I put it on a rule. I don't draw them, but people absolutely do.
oi. Oi.
And then you get the giant P word pedophilia thrown around all over the place, and then
Oh my
you
god.
get the whole echo, and there's that word again, echo chamber of people like, this takes away from real issues, and it's just this huge flame war, and it's just like, oh my god, why? If these things just didn't exist, this wouldn't be a problem.
no, this is what you do. No, I'm not going to draw that.
Exactly. I
And
specifically
then
put it on my
when they
TOS.
complain, don't reply.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
stop.
no,
Just stop.
that's literally what I've done, is I put them on my TOS, like no hypnosis, no Lalafels, none of that shit, like anything remotely squick-worthy, no. Just don't do it.
Ugh.
Fucking Lalafels, God, I'm tired of those damn things. Thankfully, the bunny people have been taken over, so I'm very grateful for that.
You know, odd enough, it's like, as far as, like, you know, what do them kids call them nowadays? Cover your eyes. The waifus. It's like the most, yeah, the most popular, the waifu is. I'm almost surprised who it is.
It's gotta
And-
be the bunny people.
No, it's a cat girl. But I guess
What?
like if you play the storyline, yes, like unlike WoW, like 14 has a very great narrative.
I not even going to defend WoW's narrative. You are absolutely
No,
correct.
it's like okay, like I'm sure like WoW has a story. I know Warcraft had a great story.
It did.
I'm sure WoW has a story, but from what little I played, it's the narrative that's terrible.
It's all bad now. Trust me.
Yeah, Final Fantasy has a really good narrative, and they really flesh out their characters. One of them is called Yusto. I think that's how you say her name. And what's surprising that's why she's like the biggest waifu character is, you know, this is like an anime style game, and you know how females are drawn in anime style games.
Yeah.
She is the most clothed character in the game, not just amongst the females, amongst everybody. Like she's like always wearing a sweatshirt, and she's wearing baggy pants.
That like makes people thirsty these days, which surprised the hell out of me. And I'm just like, all right, I like this change.
It's like, oh, like you have like half naked, like both male and female characters. Because my goodness, have you seen the monks in that game? It's
Nope.
like they're allergic to clothes.
They treat them like fire.
So yeah, and she's like baggy sweater, baggy pants, and people are going crazy for her.
Love it.
Whoa! Oh my God! Different.
Nanny.
Nani?
I like that though. Like that
I-
legit. That's been a good change, and if Final Fantasy is the reason.
I know. I think there's going to be some people are going to find like a way to like, how dare you sexualize sweaters?
I could answer that, but we're on stream. I actually know the correct answer to that.
Well, the
Me,
correct answer is
Daddy?
correct
No,
answer is well, you know, sex sells. That's what it
Virgin
is.
Killer sweaters. That's the correct answer.
Sex sells, so yeah, they're going to put anything that sex would sell.
Yep.
Both male and female. There's like, I think what was it?
Oh, sorry, we
okay.
need the hyperbole. Did you say both exclusionary to non-binary?
Don't you still have to be
Taking my-
an LGBT?
Don't I what now?
Don't you guys still have to be an LGBT?
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't that indicate that there's only two?
That's oh god. Oh, minefield
Okay,
on that one.
okay. So we're gonna drop this argument right now. Now, and I did say male and female, not man and women.
Non-binary. No, I'll just say that there's a huge civil war going on there about the B.
That's fine. Doesn't include me. I'm out of this one. So, but what's
Wait, is there?
like what's considered sexy is completely different, like amongst whatever genders there are. I remember, I'm not going to say her name, but back in THQ, I remember we was always having an argument, like this is, what was it, 10 years ago, 11 years ago? It's like, why are people complaining about to have naked women in games when just have naked men in games? And this girl said, like, actually, I'm more attracted to like characters like 007, James Bond. And he's wearing a tuxedo. And that actually got me thinking, like, wait a minute. I've been thinking it from a position like females or women, whatever you guys say, like they must find what is attractive based on what I find attractive, and that's less clothing. And like, no, they have completely different minds. They have completely different, like even in different cultures, like what they find attractive. Okay,
It's all about like
007,
attitude, most part.
yeah, confident, has
Yep.
a great job, he dresses well, he's clean, and he's a badass. Another one,
What
like
kind of impossible standards are those?
another one like Orin from Final Fantasy 10. Do you remember that guy?
Yes.
It's
Love
like,
him.
oh my goodness, women are going crazy for him. And it's like, and he's like some like 50-year-old drunk guy. But you know, he was a handsome 50-year like middle-aged man.
He's
Ooh.
just the right amount of dangerous.
And like he carried himself like with confidence. And women are going crazy for that character. So you know, it's like if like sex sells, and if you're gonna complain about sex appeal, it's not gonna be based on what characters. You know, don't complain about clothes. It's not how much or how little clothes the character's wearing. Why don't they just draw them with ugly faces?
Video
Video games don't have characters with ugly faces.
There was this great post a while ago where it's like, they're like, every body type is beautiful, and it has like thin women, fat women, everything like that. And then like the next post is that same post but zoomed out, and then there's all these people with the exact same bodies but they have ugly faces, and they're just all like, oh, because they're excluded.
God damn, Star King.
All right, but with
Wait,
that,
get to my level.
and 0 deaths. Jesus Christ, I'm impressed. But with that though, I've actually got to take off.
Nope. Well, I'm sure we'll
Well,
die in
past
this one.
8.
This is the last arena.
Well, have fun dying.
Right, later, Caramel.
Damn.
Go.
Later,
Thanks,
man.
guys. I'll catch you
Bye.
later. Hey.
We're so gonna die.
Yeah, we got 3 Devastators on this map. Not the best combination. Alright, we actually needed a tactical on this one.
Yeah. Oh boy. Run! Run!
Oh wow, there
I
you go.
can hear him. I can hear him running behind me.
Right, I got most of them. Oh. Okay, I guess I didn't get most of them. Jeez. Where did these guys come from? Cover your eyes.
Yeah.
I saved your life. You're welcome. Oh, wait. The other guy left. Now it's just us two, Star King.
Oh no, we're so gonna die.
Let's see. Let's at least try to make it to wave 17. Okay, we're doing good.
Interesting topics we decided to talk about tonight.
Usually topics we purposely stay away from.
Like, yeah. It's like, oh, we're not gonna talk about these topics, but why the hell not? Toxicity,
Hey, Karen,
gender wars.
hey, Karen,
whatever.
here. We might as well let her get it off her chest. Well, at least that's my excuse.
I'm just a spectator watching a war being fought for no reason.
Well, everybody wants to be a hero.
Yeah.
So, in order to be a hero, you need a villain.
Oh yeah, but I don't think people get tired of just fighting. I mean, seriously.
You would think. Well, I mean, maybe people do, because everybody's been complaining about mental health lately. It's like,
Yeah, they talk about mental health, but I don't know. I guess okay. I'm about to say something controversial.
cover your eyes.
Lately, I've been hearing conversations that mental health is being used as a cop-out.
I think I know what you're talking about, where I wouldn't say cop out, but as an excuse for bad behavior.
Like, it's not my opinion. I if you have a mental issue, take care of it.
I mean,
It's just other opinions out there.
most definitely, it's a serious subject. Kind of like, well, the way I see it is, it is serious. It does need to be checked out on, but I think the word is being thrown around about so often that people are using it without understanding exactly what it is.
Right.
It's kind of like depression. Depression used to be a really hot topic, where you know it was a serious topic. It definitely needs to be taken care of. But whenever somebody's feeling down, they would always say they're depressed. And depression isn't just being sad.
Yep.
It's weird. Like, it's taboo to say you're sad, but it's fine to say you're depressed. So, like, depressed is like, you know, a really, really serious thing. While just, you know, feeling bummed out, feeling sad, that's not depression. But I think people are using it like that. And I think people are doing the same thing for mental health.
Yep.
Where they're going to, like, very big extreme. And I'm not a professional on this at all. Not in the slightest.
Right. Yep.
But the way I see people acting on social media is on forums and stuff. I think it is causing people a lot of stress in general.
Yep.
And I think when people are just getting stressed out, that's not helping. I legitimately think that if people just left social media for like a week,
Yep.
everybody will feel better.
But it can't. People can't. They need it.
Well, they need a connection to the outside world, and nobody can go outside right now.
Well, not the people you want to go outside with. There's
Well,
people outside.
No. I want.
Let's not kid ourselves.
Like I said, no echo chamber. No echo chamber. We almost got this point. Then gotta run over to the other one. Cover your eyes. Okay, going to the next point. And I'm out of flashbangs. Oh no, I'm down.
Oh, I just jumped out. I'm gonna get on too.
You got this, Star King. 10 more seconds.
Nope.
Nope.
There it is.
Well, I think
There it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to debate very heavily if I'm gonna put this stream up on YouTube. I don't know if I want to.
Oh, you don't have to. We touching some serious topics. I mean,
Well, it's not just the topics. It's just like these topics just legitimately bum me out. And I thought I heard a pop like somebody saying something in chat, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, hey, Amateur, you're up on Twitch. What's up, gamers? How you doing, Amateur? You popped in just as we're getting ready to leave.
yeah.
Yeah, Thursdays are the short streams. Oh wait, okay. So, no, I can promise that getting rid of social media won't fix everything. No, I'm not. Okay, you see, I see that chat in the stream itself, but I'm not seeing it popping up in the D Live thing. No, I'm not going to say it's going to fix everything. Nothing is ever going to fix everything. It's not going to be like one thing in the world that'll fix everything. But I think it will help. Well, at least help ease things. It's kind of like there's a million things that are bugging us. So we got to slowly start taking away a few of those things to help ease the burden off our back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it. And my webcam's not working, which is why you got a no choppy face.
Yeah, I mean,
even with streamers, I've been seeing a lot of streamers, get fried.
it's too much. I mean, the physical toll it takes because you're literally staring at a screen of lights and your eyes are being fried little by little. It's just physical, and then the mental toll it takes. Ugh.
And I just saw Flame Zealous, welcome to the Glimesh stream. I don't know why I'm not getting the prompts here. I think I'm having PC problems. I had that issue with Steam earlier. I'm getting the camera issue. And yes, Flame Zealous is a ninja. So, yeah, people are saying streaming is harder than it looks. Hey.
Yes.
I worked as a dishwasher. I worked in fast food. I worked in a water heater factory, a steel cord factory. I painted buildings. I had a lot of different kind of jobs. Streaming is not easy, but there's a hell of other jobs that are much more difficult than that. I think the problem people have with streaming is, and I felt this too, you want to have a group of people watch you. You want to build a community. And it is really difficult to do that. And when you go on day after day trying to get people to watch you and nobody's there, that I think is what causes a lot of people to just have breakdowns.
It's demoralizing.
It is. It is very
really
demoralizing. I've been streaming for over 2.5 years. I feel the demoralization. So yeah, I get it. But as far as hard work, I worked in factories, 12-hour shifts with machines that could literally dismember you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it was yes, school. I think Amateur probably has the worst out of all of us. She's still in school.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
School is it's a pain. It really is.
But now that we talked about all this depressing things, I think now it's time for me to try to get some sleep.
Yeah, same here. Early start tomorrow.
Yeah, but tomorrow I'm getting back with the family. We're going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV, continuing the storyline. Hope to see everybody there. Feel free to pop in if you like Star King.
I believe I have a baseball game tomorrow, so.
All right, well, hey, good luck in your baseball game, bud.
Thank you.
Okay, and good night, everybody. You all take care.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.